Hello everyone. So I'm going to talk about tree tick fishing, explaining it more in detail, giving some tips and some tricks, I guess you could say as well. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna be using the term ticks a lot in this video, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically the time measurement in RuneScape. It's about 0.6 seconds, and every time it's like the one tick is like the minimum time it takes for an action to register. But you can do many actions within one tick, but it won't actually register in the engine before about 0.6 seconds has passed. And that is very important because that is the time measurement RuneScape, so anything that people program, like eating, vucutting, fletching, fishing, or whatever skilling method, even like combat and all that, it all works in cycles, and the JMods basically have to decide how many ticks each cycle takes in different methods you can do. And fishing works in that way. Every fishing cycle is basically 5 ticks. I don't know why they decided to be specifically 5 ticks. It's a pretty high amount compared to a lot of different things in RuneScape, and that means that you can basically trick the gaming engine into, like, if you're eating, which is 3 ticks, which is why I'm doing that now. It works in 3 tick cycles, so you can trick the game into thinking you're eating when you're actually fishing by eating and fishing at the same time. So you're just tricking the game, and that leads to your fishing cycle get reduced to 3 tick rather than 5 tick. You can also have methods to reduce it to 4 ticks, although there's no way to reduce it to 2 ticks or 1 tick. So that's why 3 ticking is the most efficient method. There used to be a method where you can use overloads for barbarian fishing, but that got nerfed in EOC, and there's no way to do it in O7 obviously. And yeah, the method I'm doing is tricking the game engine into thinking I'm eating. That's one of the methods you can do. And the most efficient method by doing that is cutting the fish and eating it at the same time, so you don't spend any time on actually cutting the fish, since you can do them both at the same time. Although you can also do it as a secondary option, or I guess a bit more AFK option, more relaxed option, less skill-based option would just to be like cutting your whole inventory, and then you can just start eating it like this without cutting, and then you can cut the inventory again and continue eating, which is still like, it's not bad XP per hour at all. So it is a good, it's a decent secondary option if you're not going for that high fishing XP, I suppose. Or if you have bad ping, laggy game. And there are also different ways to do my method as well. As you can see, I'm cutting the fish and eating it in the same exact tick. You can also cut the fish and then eat it. Like, cut the fish, wait 1 tick, and then eat it, and then click the fishing spot quickly. I just find that less comfortable, but it's a secondary option you can do, and if you optimize it as well, it's not any worse than the method I'm doing. You could also eat the fish and then cut it. That's also a secondary option. And it's pretty much the same XP per hour if you optimize it. And yeah, and then as you can see, I'm doing the render hat method as well, which basically picking up a snowball is 3 ticks as well. And if you just try to pick up a snowball and then click the fishing spot instead, you will also get a fishing cycle every 3 ticks. And the reason I'm doing this is that even at 99 cooking, you do fail cutting sometimes. Well, you only fail the trout about, I'm not sure what the percentage is at 99, but you do fail cutting the trout sometimes, which will eventually lead it so you have to get more fish, like you eventually run out of roe and caviar, even if you're doing the 3-tick method perfectly. And also, you don't get a fish every cycle, as you guys have probably noticed. Now, that doesn't matter, like, for people that think, I've seen a lot of people stop 3-ticking once they don't get a fish, but you should actually continue, because fishing just works in cycles where every cycle you get a chance to 3-tick, but I mean you get a chance to get a fish, but you don't necessarily get the fish, and the chance of getting a fish just increases every level. So that basically means that you can 3-tick fish at any fishing level, and it's basically the same percentage increase in XP per hour, no matter what level you are. And the Reindeer Hat method could be pretty good as well, because you can do it with other fishing methods, not only Barbarian. And there's also a different way to 3-tick, which is like basically getting an alt, or I guess you could also do a friend or just some other type of account that's close to your combat level, and you can throw knives at them, because knives or darts, because those works in 3-tick if you have the attack style on rapid. And then you can do 3-ticking as well. It's pretty good, like third option, I guess, if you don't have the Reindeer Hat. Or you could also just wait to the winter, like you're close to Christmas, whenever you can get the Reindeer Hat again, and then just get the Reindeer Hat. The Reindeer Hat is very useful. You can do it with a lot of different scaling methods in the game. And yeah, you can also do 4-ticking. There's a lot of different ways to 4-tick. You can do fletching. Fletching is 4-tick. Wood cutting is 4-tick. So you can basically at two fishing spots in the Barbarian fishing area, you can 4-tick, because there are trees right next to the fishing spots. And that's a pretty good option as well, if you don't want to 3-tick for some reason. And you can also do hunter as well, just dropping a trap and then trying to lay it up, because that works in 4 cycles as well. 4-tick cycle.